Respect. Now your genuine love. Respect page. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, you know what's up. Hey, hi. Yeah. Hi. Hi to the genuine ones. Yeah, you. Not you. Hey, you, hate in disguise. Listen. Do us a favor. We don't do all that drama over here, respectfully. Save it for your mama. It's just that simple. Yeah, hello. Yo, what's wrong with people? Yeah. What's wrong with people? It's the thought process for me. No, for real. It's the thought process for me. You know, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. One thing I know for certain and two things for sure. When I was going through life itself, I never respectfully, I never push my negative energy on somebody. No, like, I try to uplift people. Like, that's always been me. I always try to uplift people, not bring them down. Like, within their process of them trying to show up for themselves and me trying to show up for myself. Like, I thought that was very selfish as fuck. Like, you know what's so crazy? When you're a transparent person, people take your energy as a threat. They take your energy as you're being disrespectful. You think you're better than somebody or whatever the case may be. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Or they can't identify, like, damn, how you so strong going through everything that you're overcoming at the end of the day and your challenges that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis just to overcome them, but you're still able to be yourself. Yeah, because you're supposed to be. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Why would I post negative energy on you? Why would I put negative energy on you for? It doesn't make sense at the end of the day. Misery loves company. Duh. Hello. That one they got right. I can honestly agree with something they put into the universe. Misery loves company. I never understood this. Just because you're going through a situation at the end of the day, which your situation through your journey, doesn't mean everybody's going through the same thing. Respectfully. You know, it's called balance. Something you ain't used to at the end of the day. Just because somebody's going through a storm and they still able to balance themselves at the end of the day in a healthy way and not project negative energy onto an innocent person. Damn. I never understood that. Like, ma'am, sir, like, make it make sense at the end of the day. Like, somebody would sit here and deadass say, like, oh, you think you better than somebody? Because you're so in tune with yourself. Like, you know, we all in the same boat. What boat? What boat you in? What boat you on? Oh, you know, we all broke. Or they be like, oh, we all homeless. Or they be like, oh, we all poor. Huh? Don't rub that negative energy on me, ma'am, sir. I have food in my fridge. I'm mentally wealthy. I may not have the money I want in my pocket, but I'm mentally wealthy. I'm spiritually wealthy. Respectfully. I genuinely know my self-worth to be able to be wealthy at the end of the day for myself. Respectfully. It's knowing your worth. That's the problem with people at the end of the day, trying to project negative energy on somebody's life at the end of the day. When they dead ass mind their business. Like, ma'am, sir, and then you try to bring harm to them. Because you're mad and miserable. Yeah, I don't want you here. I don't want you here. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay today? It sounds like you need a whole straight body jacket. Actually, if you ask me at the end of the day, just because someone was able to overcome something at the end of the day, because you don't understand it, it ain't meant for you to understand, sweetheart, ma'am, sir. Hello? Hello? Yeah, it's not meant for you. Respectfully, it's not. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But respect your neighbor. Stay in your lane with your miserable ass. Respectfully. Make it make sense at the end of the day. Just because you can't identify yourself and you feel like tapping out within your life at the end of the day. Somebody's trying to motivate you to be your best self vision at the end of the day, and you're taking their energy as a threat. You're taking their energy as they're better than somebody. How? Somebody's stopping doing what they're doing with their time to acknowledge you. To genuinely acknowledge you. To show you like, yo, if I can identify my self-worth and be at peace with myself, why can't you? You only holding yourself up within your process. That's why you're mad. Respectfully. I never understood why the shade. Because somebody's elevating in life. Why the shade? It's so crazy how society is. Like you get the shade when you elevate, and you get the shade when you're down. Like make it make sense. Like hello, it would never make sense at the end of the day. It would never make sense. Stay in your lane. If respect can be reciprocated to two individuals or individuals on the same page, and it's a one-sided situation at the end of the day where people can't respect each other, yeah, you gotta walk that alone, respectfully. And it's not a crime at the end of the day. It's called respect. Understanding at the end of the day, hey, I understand my self-awareness within myself. For me to show up for myself at the end of the day to say, hey, you know what? If I could respect myself, I could respect my neighbor. But my neighbor don't want me to respect them. Because my neighbor is projecting negative energy on me at the end of the day. So being that my neighbor is projecting negative energy on me at the end of the day, I have to allow myself now to stay in my lane because my neighbor allowed me to see who they truly are. It's just that simple. Respectfully. It's not a crime to respect your neighbor, but people make it a crime because they're not elevating in life and they're not happy within their process of them showing up for themselves. They miserable because they got kids. Who the fuck told you to lay down? What the fuck? You was happy when you was doing it. Yo, it's the thought process for me. It's the thought process for me. You was happy when you was doing it with the person, but now you got the kids as the package deal. Now you're miserable. Why you're miserable? Why? Because you don't got the baby father in your life. You ain't got the happy family ending fairy tale you genuinely wanted at the end of the day that the person promised you in the beginning. Why? Because you ain't know your worth. But what does that have to do with an innocent person that has nothing to do with you at the end of the day? Respectfully. Like, why do you have to take your energy, your negative energy, and project it onto an innocent person that has nothing to do with your situation? Respectfully. Because you're miserable within your process. Because you chose to have kids. Nobody told you to have kids. You chose to have kids at the end of the day. Respectfully. Like, make it make sense, ma'am, sir. You're mad because you got kids? Them children are a blessing. They are a blessing in disguise. Value them kids that in a healthy way, how you supposed to at the end of the day. Make it make sense. You can blossom, but you're only stopping yourself from showing up for yourself at the end of the day. Respectfully, you only stopping yourself. And by you stopping yourself at the end of the day, you're projecting this negative energy into the universe at the end of the day. And it's only making you even more sick because whatever energy that you're projecting onto an innocent person is being returned back to fucking sender. And it's you. It's you. And now you're mad. Why are you mad for? How you projecting negative energy into the universe to put it on somebody at the end of the day? And it returns back to you. But not even how you dished it out, but worse. All because you was bothering the wrong innocent person. Wow. You know why? Because they was minding their goddamn business. Respectfully. And they was trying to respect your time. To show you at the end of the day, like, hey, a good, decent human being can come into your life and respect you for who you truly are. Regardless of whatever transpired in your past at the end of the day. Good days, bad days, misunderstanding days, it don't matter. Your past is your past. This is your present right now. Somebody can come into your life and respect you for who you truly are. They ain't got to psych you out your thought process at the end of the day to show up. You know what? They ain't got to do all of that because they ain't got malicious intentions. You used to people playing in your face. You used to people disrespecting you. You used to people... You supposed to be counting on somebody that you can't count on. But you finally come across somebody that you can count on and respect. And somebody's going to respect you. But you took all their energy as it was a threat. It was too much for you to handle. Because you're not happy within your process of you showing up at the end of the day. Because you're miserable. Respectfully. It's just that simple. Leave innocent people alone, respectfully. Nobody asked you to have them kids. You chose to. You chose to. Take care of your children how you supposed to take care of your children. You're not supposed to disrespect your kids. Respectfully. You're not supposed to disrespect your kids. How you expect your child to respect you if you disrespect them? Call them all types of bitchs and all types of other stuff. How you expect that child to respect you? Now, for real. How do you accept your child to respect you from an early on age, right? An early on age. And you enduring that toxic energy within them, regardless to what transpired in your past life at the end of the day. But now that you conceive that child's in this world. You're supposed to value and honor and respect that child and protect that child. And all you did and all you're doing right now is disrespecting your child. Because your excuse is your upbringing. And then you're projecting that negative energy onto an innocent person. Respectfully. Ma'am, sir, make it make sense at the end of the day. Can nobody play the sympathy card with you? No. No sympathy card. If you could sit here and disrespect your child at an early on age, what the fuck makes you think they're going to respect you? And especially if the disrespect is really disrespect. To where there's no fixing it. Because it's bonds out here, relationship bonds out here with relatives or just people, period. And people are so disrespectful. At the end of the day, when it comes to respect, they don't know the communication. They rather disrespect you than to respect you. Respectfully. But once you endure that negative energy into your child and disrespect your child, that's the norm. You just created the norm. Again, a cycle that's going to continue. A generation curse that needs to be broken. Respectfully. Because if you disrespect your child, now that child has a child. Now that child's going to disrespect that child. Because you know why? Because the parents said that's the norm. The parent said that's the norm. It's okay. The parent said that's the norm. Like, come on, make it make sense. Ma'am, sir, it's not the norm. It's not. Respectfully, it's not the norm. It's nothing cute about it. It's something attractive about it. Respectfully. It's nothing. It's not. And how you expect that child to trust you? You know when you call that child and that child don't want to come to you? Or that child looks at you a certain kind of way? And you don't communicate with that child how you supposed to on a regular daily basis? That child's not going to respect you. Respectfully. That child's not going to respect you because something that you created. And now you're mad because this child's out of control. And you don't know how to handle that child. Now you're mad. How? How are you mad? Like, ma'am, sir, how are you mad? It don't make sense at the end of the day. You know what's so funny? What people don't understand? Motherfuckers quick to say, I don't remember none of this shit. You do. You just don't want to relive it. Well, the motherfucker try to reevaluate their thought process. You know what? Damn. I am acting like my parents. I need to stop. This shit ain't cool. I'm about to create something I don't want. A monster that's going to be disrespectful in these streets. Because that's how society's going to look at them. Respectfully. As a number. Literally a number. Going in and out of a system. You already labeled the system. So I make it even more easier for them to say, you know what? I'm really projecting this energy on you. Like, make it make sense. No disrespect. Like I said, this page is not for everybody. And that's okay. It's okay. It's not a crime to have freedom of speech. It's not a crime. But at the end of the day, know your worth. And respect your children. Respectfully. Respect your children. This is not for everybody. And that's okay. Because you do have parents out here that respect their kids. They wouldn't sit here and below their kids and disrespect them in an unhealthy way to allow them to feel unworthy of themselves. They actually love their children. They protect their children. They allow their children to know, like, yo, I got your back. But just at the end of the day, don't lie to me. That's it. Just don't lie. The only way a child will lie to you, respectfully, if they don't fucking trust you. If they don't trust you, they're going to tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. If they don't trust you. Respectfully. And especially if you play mind games with them. Trying to psych them out of their own fucking thought process. Trying to put fear in them. You don't fucking do no shit like that to an innocent child. You're supposed to allow a child to feel comfortable to talk to you. Not scare them. The fuck is wrong with people? It's the thought process for me. Who fucking raised you folks? That shit is disgusting and disturbing at the end of the day. Respectfully. You're projecting all this negative energy into the universe, and then you're asking yourself, why? Why? Why is all this going on in society? Why? Because it goes from one energy to the next energy to the next energy. When somebody's miserable, that energy passes on. That's why. So now you got one dysfunctional home over here. Then you got another dysfunctional home over here. Then you got another dysfunctional home over here. Why all these fucking dysfunctional homes? Ain't nobody respecting each other at the end of the day. That's why. Ain't nobody respecting each other. Because if it was respect at the end of the day, we would have a peaceful world. Respectfully. It would be no reason why it's homicides, hate crimes, domestic violence going on. Like, make it make sense at the end of the day. Ma'am, sir. Would it really be going on if people respect each other? It's not a crime to respect your neighbor without malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. Respectfully. It's not a crime. Never allow someone to psych up your thought process because you genuinely love yourself in a healthy way. Because they're miserable. Never allow someone to psych you out of your freedom because they're a hater in disguise. Respectfully. Never allow someone to psych up your thought process because you genuinely love yourself in a healthy way. Loving yourself is not a crime. Only a hater in disguise will allow you to feel otherwise. But hey, only way to entertain that is to actually acknowledge it. Never allow someone to allow you to feel like you're unworthy of a person. So they can project negative energy onto you. So you won't feel unworthy. So you won't feel worthy as a person. Respectfully. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. You deserve to be treated with respect 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself and others around you. It's not a crime to respect your neighbor. Oh yeah. When you start your healing process, never allow someone to say you have your thought process and allow you to believe it's going to be an overnight process, because it will never be. When you start your genuine healing, it starts with you first. And when you're genuinely ready, can't nobody force you to do something that you don't want to do, especially when it comes to healing, because you got to be mentally ready for it. And it's on your time. You can't half-ass do it. 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out of the door. It would never make sense until you're mentally ready. Respectfully. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself, love yourself. Now you genuine love, respect. I truly appreciate your time. Have a safe week ahead of you guys. To the genuine ones only, respect.